and I remembered to turn up this week. So that is a super bonus. So welcome to class. And I thought, now I'm just going to take my picture out of here for a minute because you don't get to see my background that is here. Now, my background now says, here, I'll take. So that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about essential oils made easy because that is what I love to do. And I'm not just talking doTERRA, I'm talking oils. So I'm going to show you a few different things tonight, just things that I have available through the Tia the Oil Lady website, which then takes you to what were my older websites, but they're all now connected and they're all accessible through tiatheoillady.com. So that's what I thought we'd do. So the first thing, oils. Oils are easy, okay? And I could bring up the presentation. I know it's here somewhere. Not always that organized. Let me get a better oh, that's a better angle. Oh, I like that one. Okay, so essential oils made easy. We often go through, I've got my book here somewhere. Where is it? Nothing like looking completely prepared. Oh, not to worry. I love it. I try to do that whole, let's get professional looking. You know what? Doesn't work. This is me. This is what we do. And my book that I wanted isn't right here. So it doesn't matter. Anyway, essential oils. Oils are amazing and they are natural substances that can create amazing change and healing and have an amazing effect on our bodies. Okay, on our bodies, on our mind, on our emotions, on all of those things. And it's usually like there really is 3 ways that we can use them. And in those 3 ways, there's a few different variants, but there is basically 3 ways to use your oils. Okay, so you can get your awesome little diffuser happening. Okay, get your diffuser happening. Take the lid off. Okay, take the lid off and you fill this bit up. Oh, don't mind that I haven't cleaned this one. Fill it up to wherever the level is. So in this particular one, you just fill it up to that red dot. You will find that most of your diffusers, and I've got like, I don't know, 10 different types around here, all of them will have a guide as to where to fill it to. There'll be a line on the outside or there'll be a mark on the inside. There'll be something so that you don't get it wrong. Okay, you know exactly where you have to put it. So in this one, it's up to where that red line is. So you top it up with your water and you only need, like, depending on the size of the room, like this room here's a relatively large room. So I would put probably 5 drops, 6 drops in here. So if I'm doing that, that winter or that infection fighting blend that I've used a lot this year, and it's not even winter yet, but if I'm using that blend in here, then I would fill it up and I would put 2 drops of On Guard, 2 drops of Easy Air, and then 1 or 2 of oregano, depending how bad I feel the infection is. At the moment, we've still got that one going. At the moment, we're using a lot of adaptive again, just to sort of calm emotions as, you know, everyone's changing, going back to school, husband's going back to work. I'm trying to find different work avenues, whatever. So we've been putting a lot of adaptive in just because it's a nice calming one in the house. So again, probably 5 drops in this one with the water. Put the lid back on and then you just turn it on and you'll find each diffuser is slightly different as to whether or not it has lights, whether it's got colored lights, whether it goes for this particular one. I can program it for 1, 2 or 4 hours. This is the old one. The new one is in the box over there. The new one I can program for longer. It works for a lot longer than this one. Now, what I love about the diffusers is the majority of them are electric. There are a couple that you can charge and then move the diffuser without a power cord. So that's kind of cool. But what I do like is if you knock them over, okay, see that round thing in the middle there? If you knock your diffuser over and there is no water on that, it'll turn off. It's a no-brainer. It'll just turn off. Okay, now the same thing happens if you're using it and your diffuser runs out of water, it'll turn itself off, which is really cool because my old diffusers, you know, the old ones that you used to put the candle in and then you'd fill it with water and you'd just pray that there was enough water to last for the length of the candle, because if you forgot about it, one, it was a candle, so not an awesome thing to forget, but two, it would burn the bottom. It would burn any residue into the bottom and it'd be a real bugger to clean. And that was literally because the candle kept going. It was still heating. The candle didn't know that there was no water left. Where with these, all of them you'll find will have some sort of disc like this in the bottom, which literally means that when it can't feel the water, it'll turn off. So it is a great safety mechanism. It does mean that you can use your oils with confidence. Okay, a diffuser like this one, like it's literally like I've got one or two. I've got a beautiful glass one and another one that's a harder plastic that probably would crack if you dropped it. But this one literally bounces. Like it's pretty cool. I wouldn't want to drop it too many times, but I do know that if it does get knocked over, that it's not the end of the world. Literally just clean it up. You've got what, a cup of water in it, and then clean it up, pick it up, dry it out, and get it working again. So they are a super safe way to do it. Now that is called using your oils aromatically. Okay, so that's when you breathe them in. Now that's not the only way to use them aromatically. One of my favorites is to do this, and I'm going to do it with the brand new oil because I can. Okay, so another way to use them aromatically is just roll them on your hand. Okay, you can see my hand's a little bit wet there. Rub them together. And that's aromatic as well, okay, because I've breathed it in. So I've put it on my hand so that I can breathe it in. But it's also topical because it's going to now go into my hands. Whatever's left, I'm going to, rub on the back of my neck. I can roll that onto my feet. I can roll it on my lower back. Every morning I roll my Intune. I roll it here behind my ears and on my wrists as a perfume. I use my Intune that way. When I go to bed tonight, I'll get my past tense out and I will do the same thing, just a little bit behind the ear there. And if I'm feeling a bit tense, not only will I put that one behind my ear, I'll actually roll it down that muscle there and that'll help relax that muscle. So that's a really nice one as well. So that my child, I've just read the comment. Ta-da, look at this. My child is now following along. Close the door, please. Out you go. Okay, while I'm in class, come on. Go. Okay, so that is aromatic and topical. Now, topical is also in things like your shampoo, your skincare, she's just carrying on now. What is it? Shampoo, conditioner, skincare, hand creams, body lotions, any of those sort of things are a topical way of getting your oils into your body. And so that's another really positive way. Now, recently, I don't know whether you can, you can still see it a little bit. Recently, about 2 weeks ago, I actually cut my finger and it was quite deep and it was way back here that I cut it. I actually sliced that layer of skin from about there back towards my nail, and it was very, very sore. But I used a couple of oils topically. So one of the ones I used was the, and I'm looking for it here, and it's obviously not here. It usually is. Anyway, I used the Correct-X, the little tube of magic. I used the Correct-X on it. And then once I'd used the Correct-X and I knew that I had no infection in it and that I'd started the healing process and that it was starting to get better, then I started to use the Correct-X and frankincense directly onto it. And that's great. Like I said, it was a pretty major cut and that was only 2 weeks ago. So it has cleared up nicely. So I didn't use that one for like emotional support. That one I used for a really physical purpose. Okay. When we use the adaptive in the diffuser, that's more about our emotional usage, our emotional health. So there's, again, different ways to use them, whether you're using them quite physically for a physical ailment, or if you're using them more for your energy, your mood, those type of things. Either way, you get to smell them. Okay, they get into your bloodstream. They do all sorts of really cool things while they're there, and they're the most polite substance around, because when when it has done its job, it actually leaves your system as well. So you breathe it in, or rub it in, absorb it in through your skin. Either way, you do that, and what happens is it gets into your bloodstream, into your lymphatics. It clears all the toxins out. Last month we did a lot of talking about toxins and low tox choices and why we don't want all those toxins in our body. Okay, because if we've got a whole pile of toxins and we get them, shampoo, conditioner, body wash, skincare, anything that we use in our house, cleaning products, all those type of things are full of toxins. And if we're using toxic ones, then our body can't get rid of all those toxins. And so it literally parks them somewhere till later. When you're using oils, especially in things like your skincare and all of those things, what happens is it goes in and it does clean it out, and it does pick them up, and it does get rid of them. Plus, you're not using as many, so your body isn't as overwhelmed with all the toxins. So you do start to feel better that way. Your body starts to operate better. It gets rid of more of the toxins out of your system. And realistically, we're not going to be able to get rid of toxins completely. Okay, they are going to be everywhere. When you go to the shopping centre, you want to know that the shopping centre is clean, and I'm going to guarantee they've used toxin, like high tox chemicals as opposed to low tox. They may have used some, but you're going to come into contact with them when you're out and about. So if you have reduced the amount that you use in your home, so your skincare, your shampoo, your cleaning products, your laundry detergent, I've got a dishwashing liquid over there, your spray and wipes. If you use and have changed to a lot of those products, what you'll find is that your body can cope so much better when it does have access to the other toxins. It'll clear them out much quicker, and it won't park them for later and store them up. And like I said, once it's done its job, they leave. Your breath, your urine, your sweat, your lymphatic system is phenomenal at expelling anything that your body doesn't want, and it will expel it obviously in the most appropriate manner. Now, with oils, we're talking like 24 hours. Like if you've used an oil this morning, by tomorrow morning, it's out of your system. Not just can't smell it, it is out of your system completely. So for me, the big difference with that is if you're using pharmaceuticals, for example, like when I first went through menopause or perimenopause, that fun time, I had a lot of really itchy skin. My skin just went Burko on me. And I was literally on histamines daily, every day. And every month, because the pack has about 30 in it, every month I would have to change which antihistamine I was on, because the one I was on, whilst it worked great the first week, by the second week, it was okay. Third week, we were starting to lose the effect. And by the fourth week, I might as well not have taken anything, because it wasn't doing anything, because my body had just went, yeah, enough of this. I've got enough of it in my system, so I'm not going to react to it. So by the time each month turned up, I had to swap a brand, swap a type. I had to change it around, and some worked, some didn't. Anyway, then I found doTERRA. and I found a capsule from the States, from the US warehouse called Tri-Ease, which is an antihistamine, but it's completely natural and it's oil-based. And what I found was I could take it for 6 months without any drama at all. And the effect on the 6th month was the same as the effect on the first month, which was pretty cool because perimenopause went on for quite a while and it was not fun. So it was good to know that I had that support. And with that one, once I'd sort of was using it for a little bit, I actually slowed it down. I stopped using it and I would use it when I felt that I needed it. And then I found that it would work relatively quickly because my body was, knew what it was happy to accept it, knew what its job was, and it went in and it did it, and it was brilliant. Where with the other ones, I literally had to take them every single day. So once I got onto the Tri-Ease, I kind of stopped that, which was really good. I was most appreciative that I had found an alternative, because I think I ended up taking that one for about I always had it here for about 3 years. So I've still got some, but I don't need it now the way that I did before. So I've mentioned 2 ways of using your oils so far. If we recap, I've done aromatically, so using your diffuser or putting it in your hands and breathing it in. And then we've done topical, which is, again, just using it on your skin. Now, when you do use it topically on your skin, it is always a good idea to dilute it. And if you're using it for younger children or older people, dilute it a bit more because they don't need as much. They do work. You don't need great tons of it. So the one that I rolled on my hand was this new one, Gardenia. But you'll see here how it says touch. Okay, that means that this is in fractionated coconut oil. So what you'll find, let me see what I've got. What have I got that's the same? Your emotional aromatherapy kit. Okay, when you buy your emotional aromatherapy kit, okay, you can get your Motivate. Okay, mine's got another label on it. Okay, you've got your Motivate in an oil bottle, which is just the essential oil. But then you can buy a Motivate roller that looks like this. Okay, and that is the same oil, but it's in fractionated coconut oil. So it is ready to use on your body. Okay, so whenever we make anything up, it's a good idea to do that. Now, things like frankincense, I mentioned that I used frankincense on my finger. Now, I didn't use the straight frankincense. I actually used the frankincense broken down in a carrier oil because I still got the healing properties of it. It's still soaked into my skin, and it was a cheaper option because in a bottle this size, this is a 10 ml bottle. If I'm making it up myself, I only need 10 or 20 drops of my essential oil, and I get a 10 ml bottle that I can then use and roll on and whatever. So that is a really good way to do it. Now, whilst doTERRA do have a whole pile now of rollers that are called your touch ones, whatever, they don't always have exactly what you want. Okay, so if you are after something specific, well, then you need to get hold of some roller bottles to make them up yourselves. So that's one of the things that I at Tia the Oil Lady have. I actually have empty roller bottles, and not just empty roller bottles. I've got this awesome little tool so that you can take them off to make them up yourself. So with that, oops, I need to hold it up, don't I? With that, you just put it on the roller. Okay, you can see I've lifted that roller up now. Okay, and the roller comes out. I add my oils. Now, this one is a 5 ml bottle. So in a 5 ml bottle, general rule, I use 5 drops of oil. Okay, if I want it a little bit stronger, I know that I can add 10, but if I start with 5, I'm on a good roll. So with that, for example, that my seasonal blend, if I put 2 drops of On Guard, 2 drops of Easy Air, and 1 drop of oregano in it, right? Put the lid back on and fill it up with fractionated coconut oil. Put the lid back on and give it a bit of a shake. I know I've got a blend that is going to help me breathe and fight infection and boost my immune system. Okay, but what I might find is that the oregano is really overpowering and it's too strong and I want to use it every day, and I don't wear shoes and socks every day. Some days I wear sandals, so I can't hide it on my feet, because if you roll that particular blend on your feet, it's an awesome blend. And on your feet is a great way to get it into your system. And it's on your feet. Not very many people get the chance to smell your feet. So you'll find that you could use it, those stronger smells, rolling them on your feet. But if I wanted to use that on the back of my neck and I found it a bit overpowering, well, then I could add another drop of Easy Air or a drop of On Guard to it. And that would then lower the smell of the On Guard, because the other oils are in it. Or I could add orange oil, for example, and just completely change the smell of it a little bit. But I have that option because I only started with 5 drops and I know I can go up to 10. But just to keep it easy and simple, a 5 ml bottle, 5 drops of oil, fill it up with coconut oil. If you've then got a 2 ml bottle, okay, that's a tiny little one, it's very cute. 2 ml bottle, 2 drops, fill it up with fractionated coconut oil, and you're ready to go. So you've got sort of a few different options, and we have 2 ml, some 3 ml ones. We've got 5 ml, we've got 10 ml bottles. So we've got lots of options there. Actually, I'll show you this one here. What have we got in this one? Oh, there we go. There's some of my bottles. So these are some of the ones I've got. I've got the pretty white one that I just showed you. I've got it in black, and I actually have a set that is like 8 different colors. So if everyone has their favorite blend or their favorite color, you know which one's which. I've got some with crystals in them, and then I've also got just your basic amber bottle. So they're all available. And then this awesome little cover, this is by TaylorMade. So I've got a few of these in stock as well. And this will actually hold 4 rollers. So you've got your room for 4 rollers so that you can put it into your school bag or your work bag, your uni bag, whatever it is. So you've got some options there. So that is some awesome products. Like I said, trying to make it easy for you. That's my goal, is to make aromatherapy or essential oils easy. And by having all the bits and pieces that you need to do what you want, makes it easier. Okay, like we've talked in a few different classes about cleaning and, the different cleaning products and how awesome this particular one is, how great this concentrate is, and on the side there, it tells you to put in a spray bottle. Well, if you've just bought this, you don't have a spray bottle, don't fear. Got the spray bottles as well. So whatever you need, we've got it to help make aromatherapy easy or essential oils easy for you. That is my goal, to make it as easy as I can for you. Now, oil-wise, that's why we have our own wholesale account, because it really does make it easy for you. One, you save. You save 25% by having your own oil account. Okay, it gets delivered to you, to your doorstep, and that's it. You place your order, you have full control over it, and then it comes to you. Now, a lot of us do like a loyalty rewards, which is a regular order. And that regular order, when I go back into my back office to, like, if I go back in there tonight, what I ordered for April will have arrived, but that order will have flipped over for next month. Now, I guarantee that come May, I don't want exactly the same order that I got in April. There might be 1 or 2 things that I need that I get on regular rotation, like some of the supplements. But on the whole, like if I've ordered gardenia, I'm not going to need another bottle of gardenia just yet. So I have the option to go in and edit it anytime I want. And if I decide I don't want an order this month, well, I can do that too. Like, it's my choice. It's my account. I have control over it. And it's the same when you have your account. Now, because I've been doing this for a long time, that's what I'm here for. If you've got any questions about having your own account, or how do I do this, or where do I find that, ask. Okay, so lots and lots of things you will find if you go and explore the website. Now, if you do go and explore the website, what I would love, because I've been playing with it now for a couple of weeks again and just fixing it all up. If you come across any links that don't work, please let me know. Okay, because so far every link I've checked, there were a couple, they're now fixed, but I may not have found everything. So if you do come across a link that doesn't work, please just screenshot it and send it to me. Go, hey, this didn't take me anywhere. So that would be good. The blog one wasn't working, but the blog is now fixed. Okay, so Felicia actually has a question about the LRP. Do you know what? Your rebate level, you are supposed to order every month. Okay, now with that, you literally, if you've got your rebate up high, if you're up on 30%, okay, and you want to keep it there, if you order one thing, order lip balm. It's going to cost you $15. You will get all of it back, like all the points back, your postage back. So yeah, okay, the lip balm isn't $15. You'll have your postage in there, but you will find that that one order will keep it there. In the first 12 months, what they do is to encourage you to try different things and to build up your rebate is you start at 10%. Okay. Now, every product, here's the order form here. Every product, okay, if you have a look right up the top here, if it's clear, okay, where are we? Up the top here, you've got retail price, wholesale price, and then you'll see a PV value. Okay, so that PV value, that's the one that you get a rebate on. So if I do a 125 PV order in my very first month, then I will get 12.5 points back from that. Now, that's for the first 3 months. For the 4th, 5th, and 6th month, you'll actually get 15%. So it'll be 12, it'll be 18, 19 points plus your postage. Okay, 7, 8, 9th month, you get 20%. And then, yep, 9, 10, 11, 12, 10, 11, 12, you'll get 25%. And then once you've been there for a year, you'll get 30%. Now, I've been here for about 5 years now, 6 years. So I get 30%. Now, if I'm not ordering next month, then I need to order one thing, okay, be it a soap, a lip balm, one oil, cleaning product, you know, a hand sanitizer. It doesn't matter. As long as I order one thing, I stay at 30%, okay? If you do cancel it, you will find that it will drop down and you've got to start that process again. So sorry, Felicia. Yes, you cannot order, but you will lose that rebate unless you order one product each month, and there's no limit on the product. In the first 12 months when you're building up your rebate status, if your if your order is below a certain amount, it actually won't count as moving you up, but it'll hold you there. You've got to do, I think it's 50 PV 3 months in a row for it to move you up to the next level. Can't go wrong with the hand sanitizer, can you, Felicia? Like I've got them in my, oops, no, here it is here. I've got them in my bag. I've got them in my car. That's a great handy one. And you know what? Apart from that, it smells good and it doesn't feel disgusting. Oh gosh, I don't want to install updates. What is my, oh, don't tell me I'm going to lose my, oh no, where did I go? Okay, if I'm still live, I apologize. My computer is having a meltdown on me. Where are we? Okay, I can't see anything. Okay. Oh, no, we are still here. Good. Oh, it wants to update. Okay, I obviously haven't. Yeah, Thanks. I haven't turned my computer, this one, on for a week, so it's now just telling me it wants to do all this stuff. Okay, so yeah, it is an awesome hand sanitizer. You can make up your own. Felicia said she's made up her own, and it's a great way to do it. But I'm seriously, I think I'm like the world's laziest aromatherapist. If there's a blend or something that's already made, that works for me. So there's already hand sanitizer, it's already made. Saying that, I do have floral waters, I do have witch hazel, I do have all your empty bottles. And so, yeah, I do make up my own things. You know, if I'm after a perfume or a spritzer, I often make up my own, because whilst they've got the oils and the ingredients that I need, they don't always have, you know, the blend I like. They did a spritzer sometime last year, and it's awesome. I love it. I've got my favorites. Like I like, just in a floral water, I like frankincense, lime, and bergamot, and that is just so refreshing and uplifting that I use that one. I've also made up in summer for sunburn in a spritzer bottle. I've made up apple cider vinegar with a bit of lavender. That is phenomenal for sunburn. You know, ideally we don't get sunburn because we are educated. We do know about the slip, slop, slap thing, but I know we all still manage to get sunburnt occasionally. So yes, when that happens, I have a beautiful natural remedy. That's not that is very low tox. That is a really good one to use. Now, if you go to tiatheoillady.com and scroll down, you will find a whole pile of self-paced classes. In those classes, there are lots and lots of notes. So if you want to make up stuff for cleaning your house, you can go there and you'll find it there. There is a whole sheet of recipes. It's all there and you can go through it. Now, if you do any of those self-paced courses, if you find you have a question, there is an option at the bottom to ask that question that comes straight back to me. Okay, and then I can get on and answer you and help you with that. But you'll find that there's a lot of information and a lot of courses there. And if flicking through and reading them isn't your thing, at the very top, I should get very tricky here. Hold on, and I'll show you. Let me just get this settled. This is just playing up now. Okay, where are we? Okay, we're just going to have to go there because I need to do this. So if I go to Tia the Oil Lady, I'll show you what it does. Okay. Oh, no, that's not it. Where are we? TiaTheOilLady.com. Okay, so when I go to TiaTheOilLady.com, okay, this is the website. Now, I know you can't see it yet. Give me a second and I'll show you. So share my screen. Here we go. Okay, so here is my website. Okay, now when you flick through here, okay, you can join our Facebook group because we put lots of ideas and inspiration in there, and it's full of people that like to use oil. So you're always welcome to ask a question there. Somebody will have the answer for it. Okay, here is the guidebook. If you click on that, it will actually take you to a downloadable guidebook that gives you all your basics. Okay, now here's where we can see. I know we have to click on this one. Find all the classes here. Now that may not take you to that screen. Does it take you to that screen? I don't think it does. Okay, no. I have to actually show you that screen. That's all right. You can do that. It's the what is it? Modern technology. Here we go. It'll take you to this screen because this way I can show you all the different courses that are available. So they're in the first time you see them, they're all in categories. So you've got basics, you've got the home, you've got the family, you've got oils for women. If you keep going, here's all the basic ones. So there's lots and lots of different classes in there. And when you click on any of those, what you will find is that some of them will have a video attached to the top. That means we've done it in class, and you don't have to sit there and go through it if you don't want to. You can actually just watch the video. So there is plenty of classes there, like I said. So there is heaps. And you'll find, like these ones here, these are actual classes. So that's what you will find at the top. You will find lots and lots of classes. You will also find links to all the bottles, to all the other stuff that I have available. And if you don't have your own oil account, there's actually a link to open your own oil account as well. But there's a whole lot of info on the oils as well. So if you do it on your mobile, down the bottom, it will have like oils. So if you click on oils, it's going to take you to my doTERRA site. So you'll find lots and lots of information on there. Felicia's still here, which is cool. Felicia said she hasn't had sunburn for some time. Yeah, because we didn't go anywhere last summer, did we? But apart from that, apple cider vinegar is phenomenal. You can pop it into the bath itself, and lavender will help with the burn. And then I often will pop it into like a spray bottle, because if you get burnt, like it's right across your back, whatever. So I put it into a spray bottle and a couple of drops of lavender, give it a good shake and just spray it straight onto it. And you can do that a couple of times a day. And if the kids go, I don't like the smell, whatever, you know what, don't do it all apple cider vinegar. Just do a little bit of apple cider and you'll find half apple cider, half water. It will still work really effective. But the apple cider works on the pH balance in the skin, so it's brilliant. It's a really good one to put in the bath anyway, like at any time. And then add your essential oils to it, and it's a nice relaxing bath. Felicia said lavender is her favourite. Well, lavender's not bad. Frankincense would definitely be mine. And the two of them, I like that they both have similar properties. So if someone said, what oil do you use to sleep? The first one people are going to tell you is lavender, because that's the most traditional oil that people use for sleeping. So lavender relaxes the central nervous system, and it helps you calm down and helps you sleep that way. I find that it's not my central nervous system that I need to shut down. It's the chatter up here. And that's why I use frankincense to help me sleep, because I find that it helps with the chatter and helps file it so that I don't have to think about it all night. And it helps me sleep. So, yeah, they're beautiful oils. Lavender in the bath, nice and calming, relaxing. Now, here's the big tip. If you think that you seriously need to be calm, you need to calm down, you want a good night's sleep, don't get carried away with the lavender, okay? Use a little bit, okay? I had one friend who said to me, she said, oh, man, I was using the lavender on the kids. She said, I started with it in the bath and it was working a charm. They were sleeping really well. And then I started to rub it into their feet and put it in the bath. And then I put a drop on their pillow and rub their feet and put it in the bath. She said, and they weren't sleeping. And it's because she was using too much lavender. So instead of calming the central nervous system, it was actually hyping it up. So, so my recommendation was maybe cut it back a little bit and just use one or two ways of using it. And you will find that it will work that little bit better. People are often like, one drop, seriously, one drop's going to do the trick. You know what? One drop's going to do the trick. Oils are amazing. They are so much stronger than the actual plant or what you assume they will be. Rose oil, like one drop of rose oil is something like, 50,000 petals. So you can imagine that one drop is going to have a massive effect compared to the equivalent in flowers. Okay, so we've all walked past the lavender bushes. I've got them out the front here, and pretty much this is why I have them out the front. They work brilliantly because, they keep the flies and everything away. So I've actually got them on the walkway to my front door. And so the lavender bushes are great. And when they're in full flower, they stink. It's nice, but they're really strong. But that's an entire garden of lavender. When I'm using it on myself, for a cut or a burn or to help me sleep or whatever, I do only need 1 drop because it is really, really strong. The oils themselves are actually the cellular part of the plant. So to get them, they actually have to macerate the plant. So they have to chop and crunch the plant up to release the oil, which is in the DNA, the RNA of the plant. So it is very strong because it's that core part of the plant. Very different to like your bush flower essences or fragrant oils. Your essential oils are in a class of their own. They are amazing. And if you're using a good quality one, you don't need to use much at all. So always choose quality over quantity. Another tip. There you go, full of tips tonight. And when I sat down, I was like, oh, what am I going to talk about? And here we are. We've been going for, I can't even see the time. Oh, there it is, 43 minutes. There you go. I can talk about oils all day. And this is enough for today. So I hope you've picked up a tip or two. I know Felicia's got 1 or 2, so that's really cool. And yeah, I will be back. Oh, now next week, hopefully I'll be able to start at 8. I've actually enrolled in a course and I got an email today about my course, and my classes are going to be Monday and Tuesday nights, and I don't finish till 8:30. So we may start class late because I don't want to not do it because my class is going to go for about 8 weeks. So we may just pop it back an hour. We'll see how we go. But keep an eye out. You'll see the notification on the page. Once I know exactly what I'm doing, I'll do the setup like I did with this one. You'll get the notification and know that that I'm going to be here. If you do have any questions, please pop them in the comments or send me a message and I'll make sure that I cover it or make sure that you get the information that you need. And until next time, see you later.